Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so I want you to look at some of the things I have out. I have some rice. I have corn and green beans and carrots. I even have some popping corn. Okay, now I want you to think about all those things that I showed you, and I want you to tell me what they have in common. Where do all of these things come from? They all come from farms. They're grown on farms. Right now, we're seeing how important farming is. Right now, farmers are getting their crops into the soil. Remember, we talked about soil at school, and plants and soil is dirt. And they put their seeds into the dirt and grow these things. Did you know that you grow rice? It's something farmers grow. It is. And in Arkansas, we have a rice plant where the rice farmers send their rice to be cleaned and put in bags and then shipped to grocery stores. Well, farmers also take the vegetables that they grow, the big farms, the really, really big farms, send them to plants to be cleaned and to be put into cans or put in freezer bags. Or sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they'll be out in the produce part, and they'll just be out and you can put them in bags. And around here, we're starting farmers markets. I think our first farmers market was this week. And you can get some homegrown vegetables and other things there. Well, since we were talking about vegetables and what fun things they make and grow and how important it is, I thought, you know what? We're going to do an activity with some popping corn. And we wouldn't have this popping corn to do a fun activity or to make popcorn. That's what this is. Miss Tiffany sometimes makes popcorn on the stove. It takes a lot longer than microwave, but I like it better. But if we didn't have farms, then we wouldn't have all this food. Farms are super important to us. But I wanted to show you a fun experiment you can do with your popping corn. Okay, so moms and dads, what you're going to need is you're going to need some popping corn, a jar filled up halfway with water, some vinegar. This is my baking soda. You're going to need a 1/4 cup measuring cup and a teaspoon measuring spoon. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some of this popping corn. We're going to get a 1/4 cup. Okay, and pour it in our water. And I dropped a couple on the counter, so I'm going to put it in there. Okay. Now I want you to see the popping corn. You see it? It's not doing anything. Let me see. Sometimes it's just hard to see what I'm doing. I don't know if that'll help, but we'll see. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put about a 1/4 cup, you can do a little more if you want, of vinegar in here. And then you get your teaspoon. But before, well, I'm going to get my teaspoon of baking soda. Boys and girls, I want you to make a prediction. What do you predict is going to happen when I put this baking soda in the jar with the water and the hopping corn and the vinegar? Make a prediction. What's going to happen? Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to see if I can scoop this up so you can see it better. Now, I'm going to put my baking soda in there. Oh! Well, one, it's going to make a mess on my counter. But that's okay. We can clean messes up. And look what's happening. What's happening, boys and girls? The corn is hopping up. We made hopping corn. Isn't that so cool? What a fun experiment. Look at all that corn. It's jumping. What do you think would happen if we didn't have water, if we only had vinegar in there? Or what would happen if we put more baking soda in there? Well, boys and girls, if you want to, if it's okay with moms and dads, you can go do this experiment and you can try different ways to see what happens. Isn't this really cool? And we get to see this fun experiment because farmers grew the corn and sent it to the grocery stores for us to buy. I am so thankful that we have farmers that can do that, because if we had to depend on Miss Tiffany to grow our food, we might be hungry. Okay, well, y'all got an experiment. See y'all.